Have you ever noticed that the quietest celebrities always seem to drop the biggest bombshells without even trying? Because today's story about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco might just be one of the most unexpected twists we've seen in celebrity relationship gossip in a long time. Imagine thinking everything is perfect, only to find out that behind the smiles, behind the cute couple photos, and behind all the supportive comments, something big has been brewing. And not just anything big, but something that could completely shift the future of their relationship. Because according to new speculation and whispers floating around social media, Selena Gomez has revealed, at least privately to people close to her, that Benny Blanco is ready for kids now, but she's not sure she's ready yet. And honestly, the internet is freaking out. Before we even dive deeper, can we just take a second to appreciate how wild this is? Selena Gomez, someone who has grown under the spotlight, someone who has publicly talked about healing, boundaries, and taking things slow, is now facing a life decision that many young women, both in and outside of Hollywood, can relate to. That pressure, that timing, that uncertainty, and of course, because it's Selena, fans are immediately split. Some are cheering for the idea of her settling down, while others are screaming that she deserves all the time in the world. And then there's the part of the internet that's convinced something deeper is going on, because why does Benny want kids now? Why the sudden rush? Why now, when Selena is trying to prioritize her mental health, her career, and her peace? This video is going to break down everything. The alleged tension, the emotional conversations, the rumored pressure, the timing, the fan reactions, and how this might impact Selena and Benny's relationship moving forward. We're going to talk about why Benny might be pushing for kids now, why Selena might feel unsure, and why this could be one of the biggest turning points their relationship has ever faced. And by the end of this video, you're going to have all the context you need to understand why things between Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco might be more complicated than they look on the surface. So stick around, grab your tea, and make sure you watch until the end because this story, it gets deep. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Do you think wanting kids at different times can break a relationship? Have you ever dated someone whose timeline didn't match yours? Tell me in the comments, because I want to know if you think Selena should wait or go with the flow. And of course, if you're loving this tea already, hit that like button, tap subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new updates from Celeb Juices, where the gossip is juicy, the drama is wild, and the tea is always piping hot. Now let's get into what people are whispering behind the scenes. According to those close to the couple, or people who claim to be close, Benny Blanco has been feeling more grounded lately. More settled, more ready for that next chapter. After years of working in music, producing hit after hit, building his name, building his empire, and creating the lifestyle he wants, he reportedly feels like the next step is starting a family. He's in his mid-30s. He's financially stable, he's emotionally stable, and to him, the idea of kids isn't scary. It's exciting, it's purposeful, it feels like the natural next step. But for Selena, it's not that simple, and how could it be? She's had a long journey, emotionally, mentally, physically, and personally. She's mentioned how she has to take care of herself, protect her peace, and be careful about the environments she puts herself in. She's been through heartbreak, she's been through public scrutiny, she's been through illnesses, she's been through pressure that most people will never fully understand. So when the topic of kids came up, allegedly, sources say she froze a little. Not because she doesn't love Benny, not because she doesn't see a future with him, but because she's just not ready. Not yet. And honestly, can you blame her? Selena Gomez has spent the last few years rebuilding her life, focusing on mental health, pouring herself into rare beauty, creating music, acting, executive producing, strengthening friendships, discovering herself outside of relationships, trying to live freely, finally, without pressure. So the idea of suddenly shifting into motherhood is understandably overwhelming. And according to the whispers online, that's exactly what she expressed. That she loves Benny, she sees a long-term future, but she doesn't think it's the right time. She wants stability, she wants emotional clarity, she wants to feel secure within herself. And she doesn't want to rush something as life-changing as having children. But here's where things get even messier. Fans are speculating that Benny isn't just hinting that he wants kids, he's actually pushing. Not aggressively, not in a harmful way, but in a way that feels a little too fast for Selena. People are noticing things like his interviews, little comments, little suggestions, and subtle hints about wanting a family. So now, the question is Selena feeling pressured? Or is Benny just excited? And are they on the same page? Or are they in two completely different chapters? What really sparked speculation is that Selena has been posting more introspective content lately. Quotes about boundaries, quotes about emotional space, quotes about taking time for herself. And whenever Selena posts something even slightly reflective, the internet goes into panic mode trying to decode what's happening behind the scenes. Some fans believe she's thinking deeply about her future. Others think she's overwhelmed. Some even think she's afraid of losing herself in a relationship again. After everything she's survived, it makes sense that she would be cautious. And that caution is exactly what people believe is creating tension. Not necessarily fighting, not necessarily arguments, but quiet tension, inner conflict, emotional distance. The kind of tension where two people love each other deeply but aren't aligned on timing. And anyone who has ever been in a relationship like that knows exactly how confusing it is. You want to be supportive. You want to be present. You want to grow together. But you also don't want to sacrifice your own readiness just to make the other person happy. And according to the buzz online, that's exactly the emotional space Selena is in right now. Some fans think she's afraid of disappointing Benny. Others think she's afraid of disappointing herself. Some think she's secretly excited but scared. And then there are the theories that Selena feels like she finally has breathing room in her life, and she's not ready to give that up yet. After years of chaos, she has peace. And if you've ever found peace after a long period of difficulty, you know how protective you become of it. Meanwhile, Benny's supporters argue that he's simply expressing his hopes for the future and that wanting kids isn't a red flag. They think he sees Selena as the love of his life and wants to build a future with her. They think he's not rushing, he's simply being transparent. But even then, transparency and timing don't always align. Now let's talk about the speculative part that has fans panicking, the idea that this difference in timelines could create cracks in their relationship if not handled carefully. It's one thing to disagree on a restaurant, a movie, or a vacation plan. But timing for children, that's a major life decision. And many relationships have ended because two people simply wanted different things at different times. Not out of hatred, not out of betrayal, but out of misalignment. People are now saying this could be a make or break moment for Selena and Benny. Not because they don't love each other, but because this is the kind of decision that shapes an entire future. And the most heartbreaking part? Both sides are valid. Benny wanting a family is valid. Selena wanting more time is also valid. But love isn't always enough to bridge timing differences. However, it's also possible that this is just a moment of honesty. A moment of clarity. A moment where two people talk openly about what they want, without actually breaking up or stepping away from each other. Some sources suggest that Selena is simply asking for time. Asking for patience. Asking for space to grow. She may not be saying no forever, she might just be saying not now. And honestly, that's completely fair. Selena has always been someone who listens to her heart. She doesn't rush decisions. She doesn't jump into things for publicity. She doesn't bend herself to please the world. She takes her time. She processes. She learns. She decides when she feels ready. And fans who deeply understand her journey know that motherhood, if she chooses it, would be something she approaches with intention, not pressure. So now the whole world is watching. Fans are speculating about their next steps. Some think they'll take a break. Some think they'll grow stronger through honest communication. Some think this will bring them closer. And some think this could be the beginning of a long emotional journey that will eventually lead to the family Benny dreams of, but on Selena's timeline. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear, this chapter of Selena and Benny's relationship is more complex than anyone realized. And while it's all speculation for now, it shows just how invested people are in Selena's happiness. Whether she becomes a mother now, later, or never, fans only want what's best for her. And watching her protect her peace, be honest about her feelings, and prioritize her mental well-being is a powerful reminder that timing matters just as much as love. So what do you think? Should Selena take her time, or do you think Benny's readiness will influence her decision? Do you think having different timelines is a deal-breaker, or can love overcome it? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's relationship rumors, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Celeb Juices, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new gossip, updates, and celebrity tea. And after this video, check out our next one. You do not want to miss the drama that's coming next.